We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses. Those exact type of runs.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, Elliott. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And he gets it to Funchess, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Prescott from the gun. A dump off to Elliott. Powering his way forward. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So now they assess a 3rd and long, and that holding call might have knocked him out of field goal range, at least for the moment. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, Wentz. Flush to his right. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Open man left side is Wallace, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marcus Wheaton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's
mark.
the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. 2nd down, Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Sproles, the return. Unable to corral him, he fights through. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Here's Ajayi. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On play action, Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Wentz now on 1st down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Marcus Wheaton with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves to James.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Prescott, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
They'll run with Elliott, and he stopped immediately there. Credit the tackle to Navarro Bowman.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On third down, it's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a play fake here on first down. Keeps himself upright. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
81.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Wentz. Aguilar has it. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Out left here, it's complete to Wheaton. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way.
He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts this lead down to 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a play fake. Wentz. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Prescott to throw it. Steps away to his left. Shreds the tackle. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
A first down throw for Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott sliding out of the pocket. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They run with Ajayi. And he'll lose lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Out to his left. Fighting through. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long? Working from the gun, Wentz. Being chased out left. Looking deep for his tight. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now here come the Cowboys.
Here you go.
Prescott on first down. Caught left side by Funchess. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Prescott now on second down. Then he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. And incomplete here on third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now Sproles. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Right back to him on first down. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He finds some open field here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. On play action, it's Wentz. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Play action. Now Wentz. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Wentz now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Completes it to Ajayi. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Wentz to throw. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Wentz to throw again. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. They'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Switch and 8. 47.
Prescott from the gun. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Switch and 8. 46. Let's go, get out. 46.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now it's Ajayi. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now Austin. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And out now come the Cowboys. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Here's Prescott. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Eagles' offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Wentz now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On play action, Wentz. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a 1st down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Open man left side is Wallace, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And avoids the contact by sliding. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the 1st.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. This is Ajayi. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles continue to roll. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns, running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone. We saw evidence of that on that play.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Tackle that time by Sidney Jones. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Again, it's Elliott. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the drive.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Taken in at the 11. Spins away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That'll be a gain of 16, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ballgame and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. An Eagle first down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And they'll go on the ground. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
To throw, it's Wentz. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle. And that's going to tack on 15 more. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Run.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. Wentz. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. After the penalty, it's Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Get out.
The Cowboys on third down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is third down and 12. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz fighting to stay upright. Hauled in by Wheaton over the middle. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them. And
as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Philadelphia, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Dallas, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.